Isn't that just so pretty? Your picnic is complete. I am really not a fan of coleslaw that's milky or really, really creamy. I feel like I've gone to so many sandwich places that are just so amazing, and they give you a little side of coleslaw and it is such an afterthought and it's almost kind of disgusting. I'm changing the coleslaw game today with my DIJON-CIDER coleslaw. And instead of doing a super mayo-y, heavy coleslaw, this coleslaw is really, really light. It has apple cider vinegar, mustard, and it really only takes about 5 minutes to make. So you ready to get started? It starts off with a coleslaw mix that I just scooped up at the grocery store. Usually you can find a beautiful coleslaw mix right in the lettuce area, the cabbage area, because all it is just shaved green cabbage, red cabbage, and just a little bit of carrot. So I always like to add just a little extra flavor by adding some thinly sliced red onion. And you don't need to do this, but I just think it adds a really nice extra dimension, and I'm always a fan of adding onions. You can leave it out though if you don't like your onions. So to dress up our coleslaw mix, I have a few ingredients that are gonna pack a punch of flavor. And it starts with some apple cider vinegar. And I love apple cider vinegar with mustard. It's just such an amazing flavor combination. It's great for like really any dressing that you make. So definitely keep that in mind. I have some grainy Dijon. You can also use just the regular Dijon mustard, but to me the grainy mustard adds just an extra little pop of acidity instead of like a horseradish taste. And then I have here some maple syrup. This is the real stuff. You can also sub honey if you prefer, but I love maple syrup in this because it just adds a touch of sweetness, really mellows out the flavor of the acid, but adds almost like a little smokiness too. And if you really want to play up the smoky flavor, I have here this fun little bottle of liquid smoke. I got it for just a few bucks in the grocery store, and a little bit goes a long way. Just a few drops is perfect. And this is a great sub if you're really looking for, I don't know, like that bacony taste, that bacony smokiness, but you don't want to add bacon. You can also add bacon to this and you would just be in heaven. But I'm trying to stay healthy, okay? And then I'm going to add about a 1/4 cup of olive oil here. I'm measuring it out just because I want to make sure that it's a 1/4 cup for you guys on my blog, but you can just eyeball it. And then just some black pepper and some salt, a generous amount because you're not adding any natural salt from any of the ingredients. And you're just gonna give that a nice whisk all together and then pop this right into our coleslaw mix. Isn't that just so pretty? It is the perfect light vinaigrette to go over your coleslaw. You're not gonna miss the mayo at all. So give it a good toss, coat everything in the bowl, and that's it. Your picnic is complete. So healthy, so fresh, so pretty, and it's even more pretty in your mouth. Let's give it a try. How is it that there's no mayo in this and you don't miss it at all? It's a little smoky, crunchy, a little bit of acid, everything mellowed out by a touch of maple syrup. Talk about heaven. Check it out on tastefullygrace.com. You won't regret it. I'm so good. I make a dressing that blows your mind.